Thank you so much for joining. My name is Nadya Touch. I am health and wellness coach at nadyatouch.com. And this video is upon the request of my closed but free Facebook group, Friends in Health. If you are a part of our group, thank you so much for joining us and enjoy our inspiration and motivation every day in your wellness journey. If you're not a member of the group, type in Friends in Health and please join us. We are like-minded community. We support each other in our wellness journey. Sorry for my phone ringing, but it always rings. All right, and also I will be mentioning one of the programs that we are currently doing in our group for those who chose to take the program on is 21 Powerful Morning. So keep that in mind, 21 Powerful Morning. I also posted a link in the description of this video. So if you like what you hear about this program and want to get on the waiting list and learn more, please go on the webpage and just put your email address and click Put Me on the Waiting List. All right. Stress. It's everywhere. Can't get away from it. It's just such as life. Really, it's like everywhere. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, it's stressful. But you know what? We set our life the way it's stressful for us. We really create our life that way, that it becomes stressful. We treat it as a stressful. We talk about it as stressful, busy. It's a part of it. And we just live life as it is stressful and busy and therefore stressful and more stressful on top of stressful. It's that circle of life, just stress and busyness. Or if I manage to deal with my stress, there's somebody who is going to bring me stress. There's always somebody who will bring me stress or something. Yep, situations just pop in and bring stress that I did not expect or don't want to deal with, and therefore it's stressful again. No, it's like I say, there's always something to be thankful for. I want to say there is always something to be stressful for. There's always something to be stressful about, or someone. What are you gonna do? What to do about that? There is something you can do. All right. So I'm going to share the way I am taking care of my stress. It's not a magic pill. The stress is not going. The stress source are not going anywhere. So if you see this, I'm actually talking with my hands. Maybe I need to put the video in the way you can also see my hands. So the stress source will always be there, but it's upon you how you react. Okay, so it's really you what you're going to do about that. I'm going to share with you my ways that absolutely 100% positively work for me. But again, it's like brushing teeth. You gotta do it constantly. Sometimes just like several times in 10 minutes. Yeah, some of them. It's building that muscle. It's building that muscle of how you react to stress source or how you prevent being stressful. Okay, so here's what I do, and I actually invite you to use this as an exercise for yourself. So take a few seconds, take a piece of paper and a pen. If you need to pause me, do that. And I invite you to actually write down every step that I say that works for me. And then you can choose whether you want to take it on or not. Some of that actually will be almost like an exercise. So you can write down the question or a statement that I say and consider if you want to take it on. Okay, but because it is a lot of information, so it might be a little too much at the beginning, but really at some point it will make sense to you. So when you have notes that you can come back to, it's amazing. Or don't write anything down, but 100% be with me and listen to me 100%. And of course, comment. I'm always excited to hear your comments. Whether you agree, whether there's something that shows up, where there's a reflection you want to say, or there's something you're not totally agree or totally disagree, anything that comes to you, any experiences, anything you want to take on, whatever you want to say, imagine you are in the conversation with me. Comment. How I deal with stress. It took me a while, I want to say about a year and a half, to get to that plan. So it's really a miracle time that you are listening and only going to spend 5-10 minutes to get that plan that took me a year and a half. Number one, what is your why? What is your life mission? What is your purpose? It's the same thing, just different questions. What is that biggest something big that is the driving force for your existence? Write it down. Contemplate on it. This is the number one that you always want to come back to it. When I say you, I'm actually also talking about myself because I'm sharing my experience. What is your why? If you don't know, great. I am inviting myself to help you out with that. In our program, the 21 Powerful Mornings, it's a miracle morning practice. We have a book that I offer as a part of the program, Start With Why. It's an audio book, very easy to listen. It will help you to start or actually even find your why. Very deep book. Or just have a conversation with me. Let's talk about it. There is a particular also set of questions that you can start asking yourself, and shortly after you will be going very close to your why. Number two, let me step back with number one. So that your big why, when you know your big why that makes you cry, everything else, anything else and everything else, all the stressors, they just become not obstacles, but opportunities and stepping stones. I want to say steps towards your big why. Change the way you're thinking about your stressors. They come to you for a reason. Your reason is your big why. So the stressors are your steps to reach your why. They are opportunities. And it's really, where's stress? Show it to me. Can you touch it? Can you feel it? Like physically with your hands? It's just a word that the society created for describing whatever it is. The brain and physical sensation. There's really, this is the pen. You can see, you can touch, you can physically feel it. There is no stress like that. So it's really a word that was made up. It's not real. The same as your attitude. Use the stressors as opportunities. Again, I'm talking about myself. This is my experience. It took me a while, but now it's the muscle. It's the muscle. And you gotta constantly work on it. Number 2, prioritize and plan. So when you have your big why, what are your priorities in life? Let me ask a question. What are your 5 top priorities in life? Write them down. 5 top priorities in life. Can be financial, can be health, can be family, personal, physical, anything. Anything that is the top 5 priorities in life. And prioritize according to that and plan. When I did that exercise recently, one of my top priorities this year is finances. Guess what? I realize my planning still does not include that. My priority is to have financial education and literacy. The planning of my days did not include that. So working with a coach, I actually saw that. Yep, I have a coach. So the way when you have your priorities, start with your vision. So let's say maybe you already have 10 5-year goal or a 1-year goal. We worked on the vision boards early this year. If you don't have a vision board but you would like to have, again, put it in the comments. Let's have a Zoom party. Okay? Or I can send you just a video that we took that might help you to create your vision board. So that's your planning, let's say, for a year. And then plan backwards. 6 months, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, hourly. I use Google Calendar. It's on my phone, it's on my Kindle, and the same calendar is on my computer. It's throughout all electronics. There is no excuse I don't have a calendar with me. Goals must be measurable in numbers, in time, whatever measurement that is there. But every action that you plan must correlate with your priorities, and your top priorities, 5 of them, must correlate with your big why. Number 3. Oh, let me go back to number 2. I have side note. So it's a little bit of conversation here in priorities and planning as the time management, but it's really not how you manage the time. It's how you manage yourself in that time, because all of us have the same time, 24/7. So consider managing yourself in the time. Number 3, I take time for myself. Morning, again, the miracle morning. The way you start your morning is how you live your life. The first hour of the morning is the most powerful, so I practice with my group the lifesavers. It includes exercise, it includes reading, visualization, affirmation, meditation, or time of stillness. It's amazing. Yes, it takes time to see the transformation, but it's absolutely definitely works. Ask our members who have been using this technique for 3 weeks already. So 21 powerful morning program, 21 days will be amazing. And I also take time for myself in the evening. I usually use my journaling, and I put on the top, I am thankful for today. Then I say, I'm thankful for today as I have accomplished. I actually repeat it again. I'm thankful for today as I have accomplished. Then I say, tomorrow I will, and I put a list. And the third one is a question for tonight. I actually want to give my brain something to resolve because brain works while you sleep as well. And I ask the question. Let's say here's the question from a few days ago. Who is me that I have a certain volume in my business in 10 days? Who is me? And I let my brain work on that. When you wake up, you might be amazed. You will have an answer. Number 4, full restful sleep. Cannot stress enough. I know we try to save time by cutting on sleep, but with my coach again last week, and I said I just have this underlying anxiety that I just don't, everything is still the same, but it's just like a little bit of anxiety. I feel my body so well that I actually feel something is not the same. And while the conversation, I realized, last week I cut about 30 to 40, sometimes an hour of less sleep every day. I am like a child. I have to sleep at least 8 hours. If I sleep 7, I will feel that a little bit of anxiety, which produces your stress. 8 hours for me, and magically, just like the Eastern approach, is before 10 p.m. is the magical time for me to go to bed. I'm an early person. I am happy to wake up at 5:36 or even 5 or sometimes 4:30, but you have to go to bed earlier. So full restful sleep, your body is restoring. It's an amazing science what body is capable and doing while you sleep. Also make sure you actually go to sleep not on a full stomach. So your body has that ability not digest your food, but cleans your body. All right, and I also spend time on my personal development. It's ongoing personal development every day. You may say I have no time, but 24/7, it's how you manage yourself and what's important to you. My big why is important to me. I want to help children around the world and travel. I want to have my flexible hours, and I want to be a contribution of thousands of people in their health and wellness and financial freedom. It's important to me. My personal development is another step every day that I do to reach my big why. 1 hour a day is my minimum. I use audiobooks a lot. When I drive, when I get ready for the day, I can catch up on lots of information, ongoing personal development. If you need tips, what to read, what to listen, let me know. We have an extensive list of amazing books. Number 6 is food. You probably have heard Food for a Good Mood video from our group and from me. And it's not just the food you may think of, like your diet. Yes, it's great. You are what you eat. So if you have a diet that includes healthy, happy nutrition, let's say protein is one of them, B vitamin, omega, and other, that actually helps your body to feel happier and therefore take care of the stress easier. All right, so it's food. Also, one of the foods is it's the oxygen, it's the air, it's the fresh air. So go out, look at the sun, enjoy the nature. Exercise also helps to bring more oxygen in your body, in your organs, and cleanses any toxins and the stress. So it's your food, and I include your diet, including oxygen with being outdoors and the exercise. All right. And, if nothing else helps, if No exercise, no reading books, no nothing helps, and just stress bombards you every day. Here's what you can do. Helps me. Stop. Take 3 deep breaths. 3. And say to yourself what you're grateful for. 3 things what you're grateful for. Also help me to stop in between my activities and do the same thing. Just bring myself to me, to my center. Number 7, always come back to number 1. Always come back to your mission and your life purpose. Those are my ways how I deal with stress. So thank you so much for listening. This was a choice of our Friends in Health Facebook group. I invite you to be a part of it. If you're already a member, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the benefits and invite somebody you want to make a difference for. Throughout my video, I mentioned the program that we are currently doing and inviting new people for the next one. It's the 21 Powerful Mornings. How you start your morning is how you live your life. So if you want to get a hold of your life and control and lead your life, lead your morning, and it's always more powerful to do it as the community. So use the link in this video and get yourself on the waiting list. Thank you so much for watching. This was how I deal with stress, and see you in the community.